Opposition leader Barry Jagdeo on Friday described President David Granger's move to revoke the lease for the Chedi Jagan Research Institute Incorporated, Red House, as unconscionable, vindictive, and uncalled for. Jagdeo believes this act is a clear demonstration of the repressive nature of the government.
Even in these days when the year is coming to an end, and one would have thought that we had seen the end of the excesses of this government. In the last day, we've seen this unconscionable act of the president to revoke the lease of the Red House. This is a vindictive action. It's uncalled for, and it demonstrates the nature of this government. It is a clear demonstration of the nature of this government, how callous it is.
Given the late Dr. Chedi Jagan's struggle and contributions to Guyana's independence and development, Jagdeo said this behavior is an unbelievable act that can only come from a warped mind.
If you think about Chedi Jagan and the role that Chedi Jagan has played in Guyana's history in the pre-independence era, and then in the fight for democracy and to rebuild our country, no one should be able to or should deny him a special place in the hearts of all Guyanese. And to take away a center of that pays tribute or houses his works, that would allow generations of Guyanese to follow his life and his struggles, which are essentially the struggles of Guyanese people for freedom and dignity and independence. It's an unbelievable act and can only come from a warped mind. And contrast that to how we have behaved with ex-presidents.
Jagdeo reminded that it was during his tenure as president that the Burnham family was awarded 5 acres of prime lands in the capital city they had requested, which he said were later sold for millions of dollars. The opposition leader said an injunction would be filed in the High Court and the party would remain optimistic that a judge will see the injustice in this act and stay the order. The PPP is currently in the process of discussing its approach towards this legal action. President Granger has ordered the lease for the building known as the Red House or the Chedi Jagan Research Center Incorporated be revoked and that the occupants vacate the property by December 31, 2016. According to the government, these instructions were handed down to Minister of State Mr. Joseph Harmon more than 1 year after the coalition government had engaged the CJRCI on the matter of the lease. This engagement included negotiations for the Red House to provide a national service by housing information on all the presidents of Guyana. However, these proved futile. For Newsroom, Stacey Carmichael.